What's going on, everybody, and welcome back to your Monday morning movie reviewing podcast here at the Dwayne Bates podcast. What a fucking botchful intro. We're gonna keep rolling though, because fuck that. Today we are tackling the sequel trilogy of The Force Awakens today. What's The Force Awakening? Probably Geek, because he just woke up.
Are you actually asking me what is the Force that's awakening?
No, I know what The Force Awakened. I was making a joke because you likely woke up like an hour ago.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So. Anyways, Force Awakens, the first Disney film to be released by. No, it's the first Disney Star Wars film to be released by Disney.
No, it was the first Disney film ever. They had never made a film before Force Awakens.
It's weird they sold it to a small company.
Right.
Yeah.
It's weird that Disney even had enough money after never doing anything ever before to buy Star Wars.
Exactly.
It was wild.
It is indeed.
So you said you were really excited to talk about this one?
Yeah.
Why?
Because I forgot how much of this movie has so much sauce in it. It is the sauciest fucking Star Wars film.
I don't think Sauce Gardner was in this film at all.
No, I don't think he was. I think he was too young. How old is Sauce Gardner? Like 23, and this came out 9 years ago. So
yeah, he wouldn't have even been born.
14. He was a fetus.
So what do you mean there's so much sauce?
Okay, so J.J. Abrams, I'm not a big fan of his in the first place, but whoever was the cinematographer of this knows how to fucking shoot a fucking movie. Because this is the closest thing to actual like cinema than a Star Wars film. Like, it's a perfect mix between Star Wars and cinema.
I have a feeling Grayson is gonna rate this movie ridiculously when we get there, and it's gonna be hilarious.
No.
He's gonna put it top 3. He's gonna put it top 2 like some sort of piece of shit. No, I wouldn't. I honestly, I felt nostalgic watching this. Like, I like, I had a similar feeling when I watched Revenge of the Sith. It was like, I enjoyed every single second of this. And I know they repeated a lot of stuff and they use a lot of nostalgia bait, but I wasn't so against it. There's some definitely newer requel films, because this is a requel, that definitely use more nostalgia to get like fans like invested than this one. So I don't know, it's weird. I think the nostalgia that I don't know what thing is actually nostalgia bait. I get that the movie is just basically a one-for-one recreation of A New Hope. Like, it just...
It's really not, though.
Yes, it is.
No, it's not.
Please, dipshit, explain to me what in this movie is not the exact same.
There's literally no Jedi training.
Well, that's not entirely true, but sure. There's no technical training, but there is, you know, Rey literally figuring out how to use the Force and then training herself with it. Fail, 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 succeed. Dumb bitch. There's no Jedi training, there's Force training, and somehow that's different.
No, but there's no one guiding Rey, or if you really want to use the theory of Finn being also a Jedi, no one guiding either of them throughout the whole film. They're just like pushing themselves forward.
Well, Han is kind of acting as Obi-Wan. He's just not the old wise wizard. He's just the old scum.
Literally breaking the stereotype of the old wise wizard giving the young adventurer a quest. And
I literally, obviously, was talking about just purely the way the plot flows is exactly the same. Oh, here's young, powerful Force user on Sand Planet. They escape on the Millennium Falcon twice.
Geek, you know why this is not a one-for-one shot remake? It's paced well.
It's still 1-for-1, just because it's better paced.
No,
you go Sand Planet. No, you don't matter. Sand planet, right? Sand planet. Escape on the Millennium Falcon, right? Immediately have some space bullshit. This time it's Han Solo's bigger freighter instead of the Death Star the first time. But immediately, some space bullshit. Bigger ship swallows littler ship. A bunch of chaos ensues. Rathtars exist. That's basically your trash
That's
compactor.
where the film ends. Yeah.
No, that is where the film ends. The Rathtars win. The Force never awakens. That's the secret. That would have been a shocking twist. Just everybody dies. Snoke and Kylo win. Let's go. Then we move from there. We get weird. I don't know if there actually was 2 different battles in A New Hope. We're going to pretend there was, though, for plot reasons. I no longer remember A New Hope. It's been like 3 weeks.
Watched no, it hasn't been that long. It's been maybe 2.
No, because Monday is 3 weeks since the episode came out. Dipshit.
I don't fucking remember what time it is.
So, goddamn. So it's been at least 3 weeks, probably more, since I watched it.
No, because they go from escape of the Death Star, then go straight into the attack of the Death Star.
Do they? Yeah, same thing.
Yeah.
But all right. So you get an extra battle scene, which is cool, I guess. And then you got people sneaking around the Death Star. And then you got blowing up the Death Star and rescuing your friend. All of this sounds exactly the same.
Same story beats are not for a one. Is not a 1-for-1 remake. And 1-for-1 remake is 1998.
No, and I didn't originally call it a 1-for-1 remake. I just said it follows almost exactly the same story, and you said no, as if it's not even kind of close. Even though 85% of this movie is just A New Hope, but they changed it a little. That doesn't matter. That doesn't mean the story's different. Just because they made it look prettier and they paced it a little better.
A little better?
Yeah.
Dude, we complained for literally half that episode about the first 25 minutes.
See, I didn't actually look at when anything was happening in this movie, though.
Because you didn't need to, because you're like, oh, actually,
yeah, but maybe I just should moving forward, because that matters.
Just start pausing at story beats.
Yeah, be like, how long did it take to get off Jakku? Oh, it took 45 minutes? That's wild. Yeah, but I do want to know now. How long?
3 days.
I don't think the movie's that long.
No, I don't think so either.
No, I don't care about how long she was on Jakku. I mean, in the movie,
she was on Jakku for like what?
13.
She was probably 6 months. She got dropped and she left when she was 19. So yeah, 13 years.
Yeah.
Because they're always 19 whenever we start a Star Wars film.
Always. I don't know. Yeah. So let's start with Jakku. I don't know if you. That's not where this movie starts. Actually, the opening shot of this movie also tries to almost exactly copy A New Hope. Only instead of just being empty space, they added a planet before the Star Destroyer came in and blocked everything from view. Ooh, so different.
To be fair, J.J. Abrams has never made an original movie himself. Because the Star Trek movies are another remake of the original Star Trek movies.
I don't know what movies J.J. Abrams has made. I've literally only seen
Super 8 might be his only other. And he acts like this fucking like, oh, I know how to keep mysteries. I'm like, no, bitch, you're just dumb.
I mean, he did make Lost, which would be his mystery that he kept.
Yeah, but didn't Lost like...
I don't know. I've never seen it. I don't know, man. I just know the internet talks like it matters. Super 8, Cloverfield, 10 Cloverfield Lane.
He didn't direct Cloverfield. That was Matt Reeves.
Well, he worked on them, apparently.
He produced. He is a production company. Bad Robot. Yeah. I think J.J. Abrams is a talentless hack.
No, that's you.
No. Because I had an original thought before.
Not any good ones.
Doesn't mean that they're more valid than J.J. Abrams. Oh, let's just kind of remake A New Hope. And then let's kind of remake Return of the Jedi.
Oh. So What are your thoughts on Kylo Ren?
In this movie, I like so Darth Vader has always had like the split personality of like being dragged by the light, but like
I guess. See, I don't know. I think about these movies in order, so I think about Anakin first. He was always pulled by the dark, never dragged by the light.
Sorry,
he was always light, but like pulled by the dark, and I feel like it's the I've always thought Kylo should be and was like the perfect antithesis of Vader.
Sure.
Instead of like where Vader was the light pulled by the dark, Kylo was always supposed to be the dark pulled like by the light, and I was always hoping that in the end the dark would win because it was supposed to be the reverse.
Yeah. Well,
to
what I was going to say is that I personally enjoy that while Anakin's hatred was introspective, like he was hated from the inside and never came out, Kylo is literally a rage bait baby, and I fucking love it. I think it's hilarious because for some reason, and we'll talk about in the next movie as well, the comedy in this film, in these two films, at least the first two, again, are fucking hilarious. These are the funniest Star Wars films we get.
I love him throwing his tantrum, cutting shit up with the lightsaber as the stormtroopers walk around the corner. They stop and look at each other and walk back the other way like, nope, 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 nope.
Fuck this shit, man.
Nope, we're good. Okay,
yeah, I love him.
The other big villain guy that's fun to talk about, General Hux. How we feel about the whiny bitch?
Hux. I love him.
How do we feel about Space Hitler? I'm not wrong. Did you hear the speech?
Yeah, we talked about this last episode too, where it was like, then he went straight full Nazi.
Yeah, just full Nazi. Woof.
I think from what I remember, his character growth gets a lot better in the next few films. Just I think it's better from here. This is probably the lowest point of Hux, and we don't get enough of Hux. Also, a Harry Potter alumni, which we learn a lot about because a lot of these films the sequel trilogy has a lot of Harry Potter alumni.
And he was in Harry Potter. I don't remember who's in movies. Apparently,
he's in part 1. I want to say he's one of the Weasley brothers. He's the elder one.
Huh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, because she's redhead. They only had like 3 redheads in all of England.
Gotcha. That would explain why I don't remember. I think the final 2 Harry Potter, the final 3, so 6 and then 7, part 1 and 2, are the 3 Harry Potter movies I've watched the least because they were the least like the books and it bothered me.
I don't know. I never read Harry Potter.
Well, you don't know how to read, so that just happens. It's
this is true. I know. I've been sensitive about it.
Oh, sorry.
I can't read. It's not like
Not like you what? Have movies?
I have books.
Yeah, those are for show. You're trying to appear smart.
This is true.
True. I don't know. I think as villains, they're interesting. And okay, the first thing I want to say about this movie, yeah, it's beautiful. Yeah, every time I watch it, I feel like it is like one of the better Star Wars movies. It kind of grows on me more and more every time I watch it. This movie, though, really brought back a nostalgic feeling, not for the original trilogy, but I don't know how into it you were when these movies came out.
We talked about this last week. I didn't watch this film for 2 years.
Okay. When this movie came out, the theory crafting around this movie over what would happen next and who each character was and all of that was so much fun. I miss the days when, as Star Wars fans, we were allowed to have fun with things. Because now, even if there's intrigue in like a show like The Acolyte, everybody just screams and doesn't do the fun thing where you're trying to figure out, oh, who's this character? What's this? How's this? Whatever. It's like this movie. Who the fuck is Snoke? Who the fuck is Rey? you know, and it was fun.
Geek.
I was having fun. What?
That's what ruined Star Wars.
It's not what ruined Star Wars. It's not.
Because the community got all these theories stuck in their head, and then the next movie happened. They're like, oh shit, it doesn't matter. So fuck us, you know. Also, JJ was like, oh, we know you can figure out who like Rey is. Watch the movie or watch it closely. You can, by the way she uses her lightsaber.
Who do you think she is?
Technically, she's a Palpatine.
That
she's
was
a fucking Palpatine.
I guarantee it. It's never come out. It never will. I guarantee you that was never the original plan. I guarantee.
She's a little fucking bitch.
I guarantee that was not the original plan. No.
I'm saying going back and watching in 2020 vision, going back, if I know the information that Rey is a Palpatine, going back watching it, her technique is very similar to how fucking Palpatine uses his
No,
lightsaber.
it's not.
It's stabby.
That's not a Palpatine thing.
It's big stabby.
No, that's called she's trained with a bow staff. She tried to use
bow staffs are big swings. No.
I don't think you've watched people actually use a bow staff ever. I don't think you should.
It's big swings. It's swings.
No, that's a baseball bat.
No, it's just shut up.
Because actually, a bow staff looks more like Maul, which when Maul goes single saber, that's how Rey looks. Palpatine and Maul are not the same thing.
Rey was gonna be a Maul.
I always believed that she was either. So I thought the idea of it being like her being Han and Leia's other kid was interesting.
I've never heard that theory ever in my life.
A lot of people just thought it could be possible because it'd be interesting. No, Han left her on the Falcon, and then when the Falcon got stolen, boom, no more Rey. Boom. Makes sense.
I always thought she was a Kenobi for a while.
See, I loved that idea, but the math doesn't really math.
It does.
No.
Yeah.
Obi-Wan died much more than 19 years ago.
Okay, and?
But not enough more than 19 years ago where he could have had a kid who had a kid.
Sure he can.
No.
Who says Satine didn't have a secret child during the Clone Wars?
Well, so I get that that's the idea because you've never seen the Clone Wars. But when you see Corky Kryze, you'll see Obi-Wan and Satine had a kid. 100%.
Yeah.
You'll see. If you ever watch the Clone Wars.
Okay.
You'll just see by the way he looks. He's a Kenobi. 100%.
They will fuck it.
So I liked that idea. I also always liked the idea that you like rip it just straight from, I can't remember which book trilogy it was from Legends, but just have it be Luke's kid with Mara Jade.
Yeah, but we never get introduced to Mara Jade ever, so.
Well, they could have, but instead somehow Palpatine returned. Could have done something way cooler, but instead.
We're gonna have a 20-minute discussion on that one line of dialogue.
Oh, I hate it. All of it. It's dude. I think our episode 9 review will be our longest episode because I'm just gonna scream for 3 hours.
That's if you don't like it. You gotta hold it. You gotta hold that whole bit. It's good. Hey, I remember Force Awakens being kind of mid, and I love this film now.
I don't remember it being mid. I just think I was really blinded more by the. The story follows A New Hope.
Yeah.
So I've always just been like, it's worse A New Hope. It's not. It's better A New Hope, probably. I don't know.
I fucking hate him.
Finn and Poe is great. Also, why is every character's name 3 letters long for some fucking reason?
Finn is 4 letters. That's 2 N's.
That is not how they're spelling it in the show.
That's literally how they spell it in the movie.
How they spell it in this movie. They do not spell anything in English, dog. So wrong.
No, literally, if you go to the fucking credits, dummy.
Fuck the credits. I don't believe it. His name was FN2187. They just added an I and called it good.
That's more than fucking 3 letters were fucking said.
Yeah, when they changed it to finish, just FIN.
Force Awakens.
I don't care that the internet might say it was 2 N's. It's not.
It's 2 N's.
No. Show me his birth certificate.
So, Geek, here's the thing. He was stolen.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
He doesn't have one.
Then, you know, you got Ben, you got Ray, you got Poe.
Hux.
Damn, that's even more. I forgot about him.
And Han.
Yeah.
My question to you, Geek, is how do you feel about Ray?
I love Ray. I've always loved Ray.
As I've said, I enjoy this movie so much more because A, I'm not watching a whiny little brat.
Okay.
And it's not really easy.
Bro's mad that it's not Star Wars. That's the only issue with Ray. She's not whiny enough. It's not Star Wars. She's not whiny enough.
That's why they hate her?
I don't know.
Not because she's a woman, because she's not whiny enough.
That's how my brain's going about it. She's not whiny enough, Doug.
Because she's an actual character that's like enjoyable to watch and
yeah, those suck. We don't like real characters.
Characters with trauma.
Well, we love those.
Yeah, I'm sad that we don't have any PTSD characters in Star Wars.
Again, you could just watch Clone Wars. Watch Dave Filoni cook, Doug.
I'm still in season 1 of Game of Thrones, and I started watching that when we started the original trilogy.
Let's see what else we got here. So Rey on Jakku. I don't know if you noticed this, but I don't know if I've noticed it before, but I 100% noticed it this time. Her goggles she's wearing when she's looting the Star Destroyer. She's got the head wrap and the goggles.
Stormtrooper?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Jakku's also awesome. I know it's just Tatooine, kind of, but...
It's Tatooine light, my guy.
No, it's Tatooine better.
There's no Mos Eisley, so...
Don't need it. You've got awesome crashed Imperial ships.
You have a Star Destroyer.
That looks way cooler than anything on fucking Tatooine. Tatooine, you got sand igloos. Jakku, you've got fucking Imperial Star Destroyers sticking out of the ground. One of those is way cooler.
Okay.
Am I wrong? Are you obsessed with sand igloos for some reason?
I love sand igloos. No, I just think it's like it's rip off Tatooine. Let's be real.
Well, that was the point, pretty obviously.
J.J. Abrams doesn't have an original idea on his life. Can you get a fucking movie where they start off in the fucking like jungle?
No.
Okay.
Yes, actually. Episode 9.
They start off the fucking junk. I don't fucking remember.
Leia training Rey. I think that I don't know if that's exactly where it starts, but yeah, that's in a jungle, 100%.
You know what's gonna happen? Instead of watching the movie, I'm just gonna like go Star Wars: The Skywalker Saga.
Please don't.
Why not?
Here's my hot take for the episode, and it has nothing to do with Star Wars. I think the Lego games are all really bad. You just take these movies and make them fucking stupid. And there you go. Oh, all the cool parts of this movie we're going to remove just so we can make it dumbed down for children, even though it's a literal children's movie because it's Star Wars. I'm not a fan of Lego games. Not even a little. I broke Grayson.
How do you hate pure fun?
I don't think they're pure fun.
Then you're wrong.
No.
You're just wrong.
No. I don't think so.
You know, I'm actually gonna Skywalker Saga episode 9 now. Instead of watching the film.
Please don't, because you actually won't know what the hell's going on.
I will though.
Because like all the Lego stuff, it gets about 1% of it, even kind of close.
Okay, and
we are a movie review podcast. If you don't watch the movie, you can't review it. Well, that wouldn't be hard.
He's sitting so proper.
Oh God.
Anyways, movie. Instead of bitching about Lego games, like, you know, an insane person.
What do you mean? I'm not insane. You're insane.
I'm pretty sure you are. Insane. I do hate that they set up so many storylines for the future just to get everyone's hopes up, and then when they don't become true for everyone, like all the fans, that's the immediate moment where you know that fans are gonna hate every single moment of the next film.
So which moments do you think they set up poorly?
Who is Rey? Who is Snoke? What does Snoke do?
Okay, so I stand by, it's not the next movie that ruins the idea of any of those. Except maybe Snoke. But I also like the idea that Snoke just didn't matter. I think that's way more interesting.
And I'm with you, but you gotta remember, people aren't normal.
I don't care.
People
like,
we're pissed that
the thing with Luke
one of the theories
makes sense. Who cares? That's the
Luke
point of theories.
That's what Obi-Wan did, and that's what Yoda did.
Yeah.
He just did the Jedi.
He bitched out like all the Jedi always do.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I don't think the theories are what ruined Star Wars. I think people thinking their theories are the only way stories can go is what ruins Star Wars.
So theories are made, them thinking the theories are true, and then not coming true.
No, because you can just be me and make your theory, but also love what you get to see because it's still a cool story.
Yeah, if you're a reasonable person, but you know the Star Wars.
Be a fucking reasonable person. It's not that hard.
Have you met the Star Wars fandom?
Well, yes, more closely than you, I believe.
And half of them get pissed when something they want doesn't become true, or has a woman in it, or a black person. Dude, seriously, 90% of the discourse I've seen about the Acolyte is because there were lesbians in it.
Yeah. Well, they try to pass it off as we're not talking about the Acolyte. Stop it. You're gonna
Star Wars Outlaws, then?
You're gonna get me distracted over some bullshit for no reason when we're trying to talk about a movie that actually matters. Stop it. Stop being extra ADHD.
That would have another A or another D. Well, it actually already has 2 D's in it, so.
No, extra ADHD would have an E. It would be EADHD.
No, we don't want EA in this. Fuck off. EA cannot have my mental disorder.
They already do. That's why your brain's so fucked.
Man, microtransactions.
I don't know. I love Han being Han right after he meets Rey. They're on, all the gangsters show up. I never made a deal with Conja Club. Hey, I've been meaning to talk to you. just the switch up of like, right, I did. Whoops.
Yeah.
I also love okay, so everybody talks about Rey being a Mary Sue because she's a perfect pilot immediately, which nobody wants to bring up. I brought this up when we talked about A New Hope. Luke being able to fly an X-Wing. Well, he was flying a T-16 and shooting womp rats back home, except in the movie it shows him flying the T-16 was just Miller playing with the Millennium Falcon. Yeah. He has never flown, and then he's immediately the best pilot in the rebellion. Rey talks about how she has flown, and then she gets into Falcon and is still really shitty at it. Like, literally, the entire first flight she has is just her crashing repeatedly.
Yeah, she is struggling to get a hold on the Falcon.
Yeah. Like, literally, minutes after getting in the Falcon, she crashes into a building. But yeah, she was perfect at it.
On Jakku, where there's nothing else there.
Yeah. But yeah, she's perfect at it for sure.
Oh, I love the idea.
You want to
of,
call
like,
anybody perfect? It would be like Finn. He keeps like getting in things and just immediately figures them out. Remember how long it took Luke to figure out how to use the gun on the Falcon compared to Finn?
Okay, that gun has been through fucking hell.
Luke just sat there fucking spinning like, oh shit, oh shit, oh shit.
Well, he's a stormtrooper. I mean, he never shot his bullets when he was
he's never even been in a ship like that, though. He's never been in a gunner seat. That's not the same as using a gun.
Sure it is.
No, it's not.
Star Wars it is.
No, it's not.
I just hate that when we're picking apart. Oh yeah, they're perfect at everything they do. It's fucking fiction. Let it be fiction. It's fine.
But it's like, let's pick it apart because, like, obviously, no, she's not. And then I do love when they're trying to speed out of there, and she just accidentally rips something out of the ship, and it works, and she's just like, I bypassed the compressor. And Han's just like,
accidentally does it. I think.
Oh, it's a hunt. No, because you see, like, she's fiddling with something, and then she, like, stumbles and rips it out, like, oh, okay, we're good. It worked. At least it's more fun in my head canon if it's an accident, at least. So I'm going with it.
I think a lot of things she does is an accident. I just don't think the rest part of it is, because she's so good with her, like, with technology. She knows how to work shit.
Maybe.
Because we see it every fucking 5 seconds in the film of her pulling something apart and making things work.
I bypassed the compressor. The dumbass grin she has when she says it is my favorite thing.
I think it's cute as hell.
That might be the title for this episode. I bypassed the compressor. But that's all fun. I love Poe just in general.
Actually, the same birthday as his actor.
Nice. But I
think he's fine in this film.
Not a big Poe guy?
Not in this film.
Really?
No. I think he's kind of like basic, I guess.
I mean, he also doesn't get a lot of time to do much.
I know.
It's just go be the best pilot. And then he sees Finn again, and then lets Finn keep his jacket because it suits you.
You know what? One thing I do hate in this film?
Finn screaming at a ship for no reason.
No.
He doesn't yell when he could save Rey. He waits until she's loaded up and then screams at a ship. Rey! Yell 2 minutes earlier. Fight Kylo Ren. Don't be a bitch about it.
No, I think it's his constant simping. It gets quite annoying. It's like, whereas Rey, I'm like, dude, 5 seconds. Give me 5 seconds of you not trying to figure out what Rey is thinking. I get it. She's attractive, but
the biggest simp in the world complaining about simping is wild.
See, the thing is, y'all think I'm a simp when I just love seeing women succeed.
No, that's not it.
That's literally my whole thing.
Your whole thing is just being obsessed with every woman that exists.
Because women are just better. Anyways, I think Daisy Ridley definitely deserves more fucking roles because she's fucking amazing in these films. And for some reason,
she won't get them. She was in Star Wars.
Yeah, that's the thing. We said I think the only person that like has had more on-screen roles after Star Wars is Harrison Ford.
Well, Natalie Portman.
Yeah, but she was in stuff before Star Wars.
So was Daisy Ridley, technically.
Yes, but Natalie Portman was in like Leon the Professional, which is a very popular film. Daisy Ridley was her unknown name when she was cast.
But
Daisy Ridley 3 more films.
Let's see. But I don't know. I think this movie, the thing that this movie sets up that I'm sad there's never really payoff for is Finn. I think out of all of the characters in this entire trilogy, I think Finn gets done the dirtiest.
What's that?
All the time.
Why is that?
I think it starts off with the trailer portraying him as a main character.
She is.
No, he doesn't even end up in as one of the big three, if we're honest.
He literally is the leading male character in this film.
Sure. Is he?
Yes, there's two leads. It's Daisy Ridley and John Boyega.
I have never really thought so. Because you make his character fucking pointless the entire... You can pretend he's a lead because he has a good amount of screen time.
But in this film, he's a lead.
I don't care. You set him up to, especially in the trailer, I don't know if you remember the trailer, but I do, because that was...
ago, the first thing was the stormtrooper popping up.
The first thing, it wasn't a stormtrooper. It was just Finn.
I know.
He wasn't even in his armor. He wasn't in his armor.
If I recall.
No, because it's just the scene when he wakes up after they crash the TIE fighter, and he just stands up breathing all hard. And there's been an awakening, and it's Finn.
Give me a second. I'm looking this up.
Bro doesn't believe me.
Star Wars A Force Awakens show. Thank you. Goddamn 110 million fucking views on that.
Yeah, dude. It was such a good trailer.
Are you talking about the original teaser or talking about the official trailer?
Yes? I don't know.
There are two different things. I'll just do the official trailer.
I'm looking at the official trailer. Oh, that starts off with Rey. So it must have been the teaser.
Wait, this is trailer actually. Yeah, that's Rey. The teaser for me.
Oh, he does have his armor on, not his helmet though. It's just his face.
Well, I think people are smart enough to think, oh yeah, that's the stormtrooper.
Yeah, okay. But there's been an awakening and it's immediately Finn, and then for the next two movies you do nothing with... Yeah, at the end of this movie, you give him a little bit of a lightsaber duel and he's like not good at it, but most people who pick up a lightsaber aren't, because they're weird and whatever. But you set him up to have this major role in everything, and then you just go... We're just not going to do anything with this idea that Finn could also be something.
Well, they've done that like 3 other times.
What do you mean?
Leia's always been like, they lean towards the Force sensitivity. Even the original trilogy.
Had it. And
yes,
never used it. And she was never trained.
I understand that. It's the same concept used here.
But it's not. The trailers didn't show Leia as a Force user. They didn't build her... In none of the films did they build her up as a Force user. At all. That is something you're... Okay, but they never build that up. The only reason you know that is because you find out at the end of the trilogy that she's related to Luke. She never shows any ability. She never does anything.
Yes, we do. She feels Luke in episode 5.
Okay. Sure. So, and then she still feels things in the next movie. She's still never been trained. What do you want from her?
I understand that, but she is still Force sensitive.
Okay.
And showing someone using a lightsaber doesn't mean they're Force sensitive. We've been over this before.
Sure.
Right?
Well, we have, but who's the only non-Force user to ever pick up a lightsaber outside of General Grievous? Han.
Yeah.
Who I have always argued is at least a little Force sensitive, because you can't get that lucky if you're not.
He's Han Solo. He gets lucky.
He's always lucky. Why? Because he's Force sensitive. He might be more powerful than Anakin. It's all luck.
Anyways, I'm really hung up on it because I feel like a lot of people wanted John Boyega to be the Force user in this trilogy because they don't.
No, I just want him to be a Force user because that's what you created him as. And then you just make him only a simp and not good at anything.
They announced the Rey movies, and I'm really hoping they do something with the Rey movies to make John Boyega. I don't
think John Boyega would come back if they offered him Disney.
Because Disney's fucked him over?
Yeah.
Yeah. I kind of hope so.
Like, I hope he comes back because I love Finn and I love John Boyega. But if he doesn't, good for you, dude. Fuck Disney. I get it.
if you can deny the bag, because Disney will hand you a fucking bag, as you saw with the RGJ.
I don't
The
know if they.
RDJ announcement.
I don't think that's a fair comparison.
They'll hand you a bag to do anything, yeah.
Okay, sure, they'll hand you a bag. They're not paying him RDJ money.
No,
because John Boyega cannot fill a theater like RDJ can. I love John Boyega. He ain't RDJ.
That's fair.
And I don't mean that in acting ability. John Boyega might be a better actor, but it's the star power. That's why
he's not gonna get $100 million. But if they're like, "Hey, we really need you," they'll hand you a nice bag.
Sure,
it won't be $100 million bag, but it'll be a nice bag.
Sure. But I don't know. This movie, it's so good for no reason. But the part that really starts the actual theory craft for me is when Rey finds Luke's lightsaber.
Yeah, because you hear Obi-Wan.
That's the first voice you hear.
You hear both Obi-Wans.
Yeah. That's what always gave me the idea that she was a Kenobi, was like, yeah, that lightsaber called to her, but it was Obi-Wan. Obi-Wan called to her. And that was interesting. As much as I like the Luke Mara Jade idea, especially with at the end of this movie, the look Luke gives her, it always kind of was like, oh shit.
I hate that shot, bro. I hate it so much.
Why?
They spend like 30, 45 seconds just flashing between Rey and Luke in the fucking most deadpan looks at each other and spinning around. I'm like, dude, can we just not? It's just the most fucking cheesy bullshit.
If it was revealed in the next movie that was her father, you'd love it.
Maybe, but it's just a shitty shot.
Is because of that shot is always been the look on Luke's face in that shot has always been a like, oh, they're gonna reveal that she's Luke's daughter, and that's gonna be cool. And then you've got the Skywalker versus a Skywalker, and that's kind of cool.
Sure.
But instead, holy fuck.
What?
But instead, Disney panicked after a movie didn't do so well with audiences, and they brought back the biggest star they could to be the villain. Holy fuck. Somehow Palpatine returned, and somehow RDJ's doom is the exact same thing. We're seeing history repeat itself.
I was just
Doomsday is going to be the worst movie ever.
It might.
That's tough. Sorry.
Because because I thought about that a while ago. Is that Disney likes to backtrack when usually it's incels usually bitch about one choice made in a film that didn't go their way.
Yeah.
And they backtrack immediately, and they're like, okay, let's just go the safe route. Disney, I'm telling you this as a fan of a lot of your films, stop backtracking. Just go balls to the wall with your ideas. I hate when people are like, yes, let's half invest in this idea, and if it works out, great, we'll continue with the idea, but if it doesn't, we'll just fucking backtrack. Go balls to the wall. Don't be like, oh, we'll just wait for audiences to react. No, fucking just stick it right in and just keep going.
Hey, yo. Wow. Yikes. I'm trying to think of...
It's what Alien Romulus did, and that's why I fucking love it. They're like, oh, this idea that will like audiences may hate. Let's say fuck it. Let's go fucking balls to the wall with it.
I'm trying to think of other things about this movie that I feel like there was more that I should remember, but I fell asleep, so I don't.
I love the forest fight. Like at the end of the film.
Oh, so do you know what planet Starkiller Base is? I don't know if you care.
4.
No.
Oh.
It's a planet called Ilum. And Ilum is canonically where all of the Jedi basically throughout all of history had gone to get their lightsaber crystals. It was just a planet that created kyber crystals. In Jedi Fallen Order, you see Starkiller Base being created, basically, kind of,
because when does Fallen Order take place?
In like before the first
Death
Star.
What?
So Ilum, the Death Stars were powered by kyber crystals.
Yes, I know
the
this.
Empire mined out all of Ilum for kyber. That's what causes the big gash where the weapon ends up going and why it's so empty. So that technically isn't the creation of the base, but it is. It's the hardest part, the mining out the center of a mountain, or a planet. So yeah, in Fallen Order, you can see like that strip being cut out of Ilum and all of the stuff being set up for later. And I know you dislike the reusing of the Death Star thing. Because, they did the Death Star and then Death Star 2 and now Death Star 3, but bigger.
Electric Boogaloo, yeah.
Only, I like that they call it Star Killer because, to power the weapon, they have to literally kill a star.
Oh, yes. It's definitely not just a reference to a beloved character.
Maybe it is, but I don't care. It's not.
Both.
I'm pretending it's not. I'm pretending it's just accurate of they have to kill a star to do it. And I do like that for once it actually like scales up. Death Star 2, while it was bigger, wasn't a bigger weapon. It was still just a planet killer.
Yeah.
This was more than a planet killer. This could take out entire systems of planets, which was cool. I like that they actually added an element to it this time.
Yeah.
It's not just the same thing. It's a similar thing, but bigger and better.
Yeah. We'll talk about it more next episode as well. But the First Order is actually terrifying to me because of how powerful they are. Like, the Empire is, like, scary, but it's like, oh, you're a normal bad guy that we know that evil will finally triumph over. Like, Empire kind of gives, like, the scale of, like, hey, we might be a little fucked here, but the First Order, I'm like, man, they are absolutely fucked.
Oh, they open these movies showing that, like, they did a better job than George did of showing the actual... I know, I talk about my favorite scene in A New Hope being the opening, where you see the scale of the Star Destroyer and all of that.
Yeah.
But they never show the might of the Empire, like, at all in the original trilogy. You get it a little in Empire, but it's still not...
Seems the closest you get to in New Hope.
Yeah, and that's still not great. Like, yeah, they blew up a planet. Ooh. Not even a good planet. It's a planet... I don't know. I've never cared as much because it's a planet we never see in the movie. Shit. I care later because after, like, Star Wars The Old Republic, the, like, MMO came out, and you get to play it, and you go to Alderaan, and it's beautiful and awesome. That's cool. But before that, we'd never seen Alderaan. It's like they blew up a planet that didn't matter. Cool. If they would have blown up Tatooine, that would have mattered more.
I wonder why Vader didn't blow up. Why didn't Vader blow up Tatooine? He's like, yeah, let's just blow up.
Because that would mean nothing to Leia.
No, but, like, why didn't Vader be like, of all the things you could blow up right now, why don't you just go to fucking Tatooine?
Because he was trying to get Leia to give away the rebel base. So threatened to blow up her homeworld. I feel like this is pretty
the first shot, though. It wasn't the first shot. It was the first shot made in, like, when they talk about, like...
Oh, you just mean, like, the first place that it was ever tested on?
Yeah, they just fucking tested on Tatooine and say, fuck that place.
No, man. He tested it on Jeddah because of the Jedi Temple.
I understand that. I know. We watched Rogue One. I understand that. I'm just saying...
I'm beginning to feel like you don't understand any of it.
No, I'm just saying, why didn't Vader at some point between Jeddah and Alderaan be like, fuck Tatooine, let's fucking blow it up?
Because he never wanted to go back there. If he blows it up, if he blows it up, then he spreads sand throughout the galaxy. He just launches sand everywhere. He doesn't like sand. It's coarse and rough and irritating, and it gets everywhere.
I can tell you, if they tried to touch Naboo, he would fucking murder a bitch, though.
Probably. What a weird tangent to get on.
I'm just saying he should have blown up Tatooine.
I'm just saying Starkiller's cool. And the First Order, they do it. Oh, I do remember something I wanted to bring up. can't wait for Star Wars fans to kill me.
No,
The First Order Stormtrooper armor is the best looking of all of the armors.
It is. It looks so fucking clean.
It's so much better. The extra, like, the added black accents help so much.
That's what I love about the sequel trilogy, is that they use the black to kind of like aid everything else in like the lighting look. Everything looks more shiny, it looks cleaner, it looks crisper, everything looks better. That includes the Stormtrooper armor, includes the lightsabers, includes this fucking snow.
Yeah. I feel like if you can give Disney anything, whether you love the movies or hate them for whatever reason, because opinions are mostly valid, there are real reasons to not like these movies, and that's okay.
Sure.
If you pick some of the dumb reasons, that's not okay. There are real reasons to not enjoy these movies, and that's fine.
Mm.
But if you can give Disney anything, their costume design is fucking awesome. In all of the movies, the shows, all of it. They're fucking sick.
Dude, fucking
Kylo Ren looks so sick. You're such a hater.
He's got a mullet on his fucking helmet. It flares up.
Just like Vader's.
No, his is flat. It's curved, but it's flat.
It was curved, but it's flat. Can't be both. That's not.
Sure it can. Star Wars logic, bitch.
Grayson logic, ladies and gentlemen.
Vader also had more to him besides just the helmet. Because that's what Kylo has. Kylo's trying to he's mimicking his grandfather by putting the helmet on.
Oh, when we see Vader's fucked up helmet in this movie.
Why is it so fucked up?
Because they burned his body? Do you not remember that? Literally the end of episode 6?
Dude with the helmet on, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm imagining the moment like when they take off the helmet and he puts it off to the side.
I'm still 100% sure. I didn't rewind to make sure, but I swear to God, his skull is still in there.
Almost likely.
Like, no, I think you can see it.
Well, I'm gonna Google it.
I don't, like, it felt like you could.
Darth, fuck me.
No, thanks.
Darth Vader helmet episode 7.
Like, if you look, some of these pictures look weird.
Yeah, it's in there.
Right? It looks like it's there.
There's a 3D model I'm looking at right now.
Oh, are you Dubs?
And yeah, the 3D model shows that there's a skull in there.
That's
and also it's indented where you can see like the
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's yeah. So I think that's interesting. My biggest gripe with this movie actually comes from the show me grandfather thing. I know it's Snoke manipulation. But Anakin is a Force ghost. He could literally just show up and be like, yo, dumb bitch, this isn't what we about, though. Why doesn't he? Other than Disney, for whatever reason, just decided Anakin and Obi-Wan shouldn't exist in these movies.
As I want to give you a canon reason, but there's nothing.
Canon reason? There's nothing. It's just Disney not wanting to bring back Hayden for some reason.
Unless Snoke is that powerful in the Force.
I like to believe so. I loved crafting theories about Snoke, but I never really cared. Like, I don't know. Snoke always felt like he was just the stepping stone for Kylo to be the big bad. So I didn't really care. It's like, who cares? If it is Plagueis, cool. That's a fun theory. I love the idea of somehow Plagueis survived. Yeah. That's way better than somehow Palpatine returned. Like, just imagine the entire time Plagueis was in the background. That's kind of cool. I like that. Or, you know, I remember when people thought it was Mace Windu for some reason.
So
that was an interesting time.
And again, we'll touch on the next episode. But the reason why I don't really give a shit about what happened to Snoke in episode 8 is because they didn't give me a reason to give a fuck about him in episode 7.
Right.
In episode 8, he kind of just feels like fodder because that's what he is. So I didn't give a fuck whenever it happened because they don't give you a reason to actually care. When they mention the Emperor in episode 4, you're like, okay, this guy. If they're not even showing us the Emperor.
Oh, Snoke, they show that Kylo and Hux don't give a fuck.
Yeah, like seriously, they're like, this guy's just a fucking asshole. If you get rid of him, everything goes over so much smoother. We don't have to follow any fucking bullshit rules that we currently have to follow. But
Yeah.
this guy, asshole.
Yeah, pretty much, dude. And so you get the sense that Snoke doesn't really matter. So I've always liked the idea of maybe. So there was again, Legends book series. I can't remember. The book might have actually just been called The Lost Tribe of the Sith. I'm not going to lie. But so there was a planet where way back in the day, a bunch of Sith crash landed on this planet. There was no technology. Yeah. They couldn't get off the planet. They were trapped there. So they just lived there, and for 1,000 years, they just kept making Sith. There's just Sith on this planet, but nobody could leave. And then later, they figure out how to leave. Like right about the time when Luke takes over as like the Grand Master of the Jedi Order and is doing all that stuff, the Lost Tribe finally makes its way out of there. Because as much as the rule of two exists, it also doesn't. The Sith is a religion. Think of it as like Christianity. There's different branches off of that. And so the rule of two Sith, while the most powerful and the ones that matter, there were other Sith, including the Lost Tribe. I've always liked the idea that Snoke was just like one of them, a member of the Lost Tribe, because then it's like he's not a character that matters.
Yeah, I think they're like ancient like Sith. I was thinking like that might have been Exegol.
No, not that. Exegol's a weird addition that I kind of love, but we'll talk about that later. But yeah, I don't know. Or Snoke just being a guy who knows a lot about the dark side. That's cool too. Like I was always cool with him not really mattering.
I never gave a shit about him. I don't know why people put their hats on like, oh, Snoke is like this holy deity. I'm like, dude.
Because the idea of him being Plagueis is really cool.
It's cool.
I immediately lost all hope in that, though, because look at him and Google Darth Plagueis and what the Mun species looks like. It ain't that.
Yeah.
So, like, it didn't ever matter, so who cares?
Never give a shit.
So Kylo kills his daddy. What are your thoughts on Han's death?
Harrison Ford finally gets his freedom.
That's not true.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, he doesn't get nothing.
I forgot about that.
Yep.
I like it because it shows that as much as Kylo wants to get like his like starting get pulled by the light, is that he will he'll put the fucking hatchet down and fucking do his job.
That's my second least favorite thing about this trilogy is how they continue to handle Kylo after this, because that moment should have been his Vader saving Luke moment. That should have been where the dark just wins. And this is truly, there is no more Ben Solo. There is only Kylo Ren. That should have been this moment. The moment that Darth Vader never had. Darth Vader never actually killed anybody that he cared about. He killed some Jedi. Nobody gives a fuck about the cannon fodder Jedi.
Well, when your Force equivalent is Rey Skywalker, there you go.
Bro doesn't know about Darth Talon. No.
No. I don't know that bitches.
I would say Google her, but don't, because the way people draw Darth Talon annoys me.
Is it the red chick that kind of looks like Maul but has the fucking thingies?
A Twi'lek, but red? Yes.
Yeah. I don't know what they're called. I'm looking up though.
But like a lot of people draw her way too.
Do you think Google will give me a safe search option here? No, they don't.
They don't draw.
What the fuck?
They just draw her like scantily. They don't normally.
This isn't scantily, dude. This is like half naked.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know. The actual, so it's not even Talon that I care about. Who is the other red Twi'lek Sith from the Old Republic?
There's more than one?
Oh, yeah. Unless
Red
that's
Twi'lek
also
look
supposed to
like
be Talon
Ethans.
somehow. No, Darth Atroxa. She's way better.
That makes me think of what Tross it is from Green Lantern.
Yeah. What are we doing?
We're talking about the Force Awakens. Bro got lost in the
No,
sauce.
I was
the sauce of this movie.
not even that sauce. I was reading about Darth Atroxa, which is fun.
Oh, he's reading about lore.
I got lost in the lore. Big lore guy.
That's the nerdiest shit I think I've ever heard. You're looking at a
Bro didn't get lost looking at the pictures. He got lost reading the lore.
Sith women are like renownedly like hot, and you're like the lore.
The lore, though, dude. The lore. Yeah. Hey, I'm here for the story beats, man. Incredible. What else happens in this movie? I mean, Han dies. Kylo gets shot. He does yell traitor. Twice.
No, I'm talking about the
yells.
first traitor.
Oh, yeah.
That
stormtrooper was like weirdly cool for a guy that just dies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We ever talk about Captain Phasma?
Another robbery of this trilogy of movies.
Fun fact, she's named, and the reason why she is like silver is because of a horror movie.
Cool. I also headcanon, I don't know. It's never said. But I think her armor's Beskar.
It is.
Yeah. What do you mean
it's
is?
Shown. It's literally shown in the next film.
There are other... Is it?
Yeah. Spoiler, we watched Last Jedi before we start recording this.
I know she gets hit with a blaster. She never gets hit by a lightsaber.
It bounces off. It's the same fucking thing.
No, it is not.
Same type of fucking bullshit.
No, it is not. No, it is not. No, it is not. Lightsabers and blasters do not operate the same. There are plenty of things. There are plenty of things.
Silver.
So is every metal that has ever existed in the history of metal.
No, false. Gold is not silver.
You can polish it.
But it also looks like Mando's armor, which is Beskar. So I'm guessing.
No, Mando's armor looks like hers, but it doesn't. It's just shiny. You're just thinking. You're just thinking shiny means the same.
Technically, her armor looks like Mando's because Mando came before her.
Yeah, but she was on screen first, so.
This is true.
Get cooked. But yeah, they did her dirty. She looks so cool. Never does anything. Not one time. She stands there, and that makes me really sad.
I do love her reaction to hearing a lot of trash compactor, and then Finn go, "Yeah, there is." She's literally like, you can't see her face, but you can see it's like deer in the headlights.
Oh shit! I love that.
I would love to see just a silver cube come out somewhere.
But I'm in charge now, Phasma. I'm in charge. I'm in charge now. Cool it. Yes.
How do you feel about Leia hugging Rey before hugging Chewie?
People always bring that up, but watching it, Chewie walks past Leia.
That's what I thought. Like, Chewie just keeps walking, bro.
It had nothing to do with Leia. Chewie just like ignored her.
I know.
I don't know what he saw, but there was something way better than Leia over there, I guess.
Might have been some freshly cooked pork.
I don't know, something.
Yeah.
I mean, is it canon that Chewie was married? I can't remember.
I don't know.
It might be. I
was watching.
In the holiday special, it is canon that he's married. Maybe his wife was over there.
It's still canon.
Oh, yeah. He also has a kid.
I think it's just fucking hilarious. Everyone the bitches about it. I'm like, dude, he could just walk straight past her.
Yeah, it's him. He walks past her. And I don't know, in this moment, you could see, like, yeah, Chewie's not doing great.
Mm-hmm.
Chewie's Chewie. Yeah. Chewie is the reverse of humans because Wookiees live a long time. Mm-hmm. Han was like Chewie's dog. This isn't the first dog Chewie's lost.
Fair.
This was the first father figure Rey lost. So
no, it's the second technically.
No, because they never show whether it's her father or her mother that leaves her there, or it's both. Is both. It? They never tell us. He just claims it is. And actually, it was no one. And they didn't leave, they died. At least according to the unreliable narrator that is Kylo Ren.
He's reliable. What are you talking about?
We'll talk about that soon.
Also, I want to mention that we talked about in the solo review how, like, I believe that Leia and Han were meant for each other, like that they're soulmates, and you dismissed the idea entirely.
No, I didn't. Like, I dismissed the idea that because you have a soulmate, that means dating anybody else ever in your life is stupid. That was your argument. No, that was your argument, and that's what we argued over, you dumb bitch.
I understand that.
I didn't dismiss the soulmates thing.
Because they're divorced, that's where they're like, are they actually?
No, I didn't dismiss the soulmates thing. I just said they're divorced. If you get divorced because you lost a child, then maybe you were never that good for each other anyways. Help each other grow through it. No, help each other grow through it. Help each other grow through it. Be a good partner. Don't just run away because your feelings are hurt.
First of all, they lost a child because they lost to the dark side because Han's brother-in-law and Leia's brother let him.
Well, he didn't let him. No, he didn't just let him. He didn't just go, here's the dark side, have fun. He tried, and they literally explicitly tell us that he tried to pull him back, but Snoke's manipulation existed. You know, the same thing.
One person saying that.
That's Han, Leia, Luke, even Ben. You're just ignoring what people say to try to make your point, even though your point isn't what you think it is, because this wasn't ever the argument we had. You're just forgetting that my argument was that, yes, because Han and Leia are soulmates doesn't mean he couldn't have dated Kira 10 years before that, you fucking weirdo.
No, but I remember you saying that, could they really be soulmates if they get divorced later on?
I don't think I said that.
You said something along the lines of that.
I don't think I did. I think you're just making shit up again.
No, I'll find it.
Please do. Please do. Please do. I'll take it back. Well, I won't take that part back. I'll take back this argument. This current one of me saying I didn't do it. Maybe I did. I don't remember. My job is to say things on the internet. I say a lot of things on the internet.
You know, I'm not going to show it to you. I'm just going to post it on the Delete Fates site.
Fucked up. That's fucked up. Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
Geek proven wrong by the duck.
God, definitely don't do that. I'll delete it. Bro forgets I have to log in too.
No, I have everything for it. What are you talking about? Overall, how do you feel about The Force Awakens?
Good movie.
I loved it.
I don't know. I'm going to have to really sit down and think about where my rankings are going to be, because I feel like I'm all sorts of thrown off after watching these two. Again, it's been a while. I don't normally watch the sequel trilogy.
Boo! I get why it will for one of them, but like, boo.
No, I know how it ends, and it makes me annoyed, so I just don't watch the other two.
There's no episode 9. It doesn't exist.
I wish that were so.
It never happened.
Goddamn! Now we sound like you are Anakin and I'm Qui-Gon. You can't kill a Jedi. I wish that were so. That's how I feel.
Disney ran out of money. Episode 6 doesn't exist.
Episode 6, huh?
Episode 9. Jesus Christ.
So we just skipped Jedi. We went from Empire to The Force Awakens somehow. None of it makes any fucking sense.
Yeah.
Why does Vader's helmet look like that?
What happened to Vader?
What happened?
Where'd Palpatine go?
Right?
Why is Luke old all of a sudden? Yeah.
Ugh, goofy.
I enjoyed this so much though. I
Yeah,
had a ton of
it
fun
was
watching it.
really good. I feel bad. We'll talk about this off air actually. But I looked at Twitter and saw a person's name.
Okay. Random.
Yeah.
Bro, seeing people's names. He's seeing ghosts. Not Force ghosts, just ghosts entirely.
Bro thinks I'm Sam Darnold.
Uh, have you got mono in the past?
No.
Because mono makes you see ghosts, apparently.
No, Bill Belichick's defense does.
Not in the last few years. Do you have any tangents you want to go on about the Force Awakens?
I've been trying to think if there was anything else that I had thought after watching it that I wanted to bring up, but I don't really think so. It's just fun.
How cool do you think BB-8 is?
Eh.
You don't like BB-8?
I think he's fine. I think his design doesn't work. I think there's go try to make a droid like him exist on Jakku. He's not moving. It's not gonna work.
It's fiction.
I don't care. It bugs me.
He's cute and fun. He's cuter than R2, so
I'll beat ass.
Also, I'm
R2
so glad
is the goat. Get over it. Get over yourself.
Films actually critique C-3PO as an annoying little asshole.
You did.
Because that's all he is in this film. He's just annoying.
Han and Leia having their moment, and he just Han Solo.
And they get rid of the right arm like immediately after this film.
I love that they get rid of it in this film.
They do this right at the end of the film.
They never explain it. I kind of love it. I think that's hilarious.
He's like, I just want a right arm.
Well, no, he definitely lost it because he said he needs to get it back. I just don't know. I don't know what he did.
I think he started a gambling addiction and lost his arm.
Maybe.
And then he stole it off a red 3PO unit.
Maybe.
I want that series, Disney. Give it to me. During the events of Force Awakens, you see everything in the background start happening. C-3PO is like has a gambling addiction.
Yes.
Let's do it. Sign us.
I think. Oh, the final battle, the final forest fight. People who say Disney doesn't understand lightsabers confuse me. We see lots of cutting things off in this movie. The only thing that I do, other than plot armor, wonder why Kylo didn't just kill Finn.
Well, I'm surprised Finn has like the movement in his hands because that was straight up the back.
Right, but like I'm just shocked it's not just split him in half purely.
Like, because he doesn't care about Finn.
But he's also Kylo Ren. You're literally just a murderer. Just kill him.
No, he's not a murderer.
We get it. It's plot armor that saves Finn. Yeah. But yeah, we've seen this before. People like to never bring up, well, when Rey hits Kylo in the shoulder, it doesn't go through. Yeah, and when Dooku hit Obi-Wan in the shoulder and the leg, it didn't go through.
The shoulder and the leg are pretty powerful.
Yeah, true. That's why schools won't let you wear a tank top. I'm sorry.
No, I think the fight's really cool because I feel like a lot of people think that Rey is winning half this fight.
No,
she's not. Losing most of the fight.
Okay, that's the thing, and I said this when we talked about the Anakin Obi-Wan fight.
Yeah.
Whichever person is backpedaling is losing the fight. That is how sword fights work.
And the only reason she wins is
because Grayson's internet crashes.
Literally the entirety of the light side of the Force has to say, "What? I'm here."
It lagged and fucked up.
You're moving. I'm here. What the fuck? Oh,
you're not moving.
Oh,
it's you.
That's my connection's weird. It's my connection. There we go. We're good.
There you go.
We're back.
All right. No, the entire light side of the Force does not help her.
It aids her.
Not. You're thinking of the final moments of Episode 9, not this movie.
No, because she like the lights, like also Kylo's lightsaber, fucking dope. And
yes.
First, I love how it just crackles instead of being like solid. But like she's holding, like she's defending, and then you hear the light side of the Force. You hear Obi-Wan and people talking behind.
That's Episode 9. Nowhere in this movie does she hear them talk. You fucking weirdo. No, she doesn't. Go rewatch the scene. I swear to God.
Yeah, you're wrong. She's meditating, she hears Obi-Wan. I swear, I hear the fucking out of Obi-Wan. I swear, the moment she meditates, like that half second when she's like using the Force to help her against Kylo at the end of this movie, I hear Obi-Wan. Bros, bring up the clip.
No, you just hear voices in your head.
Maybe.
Keep yapping though while I try to find this fucking scene.
It's not that hard to find the scene.
Yeah, Disney Plus is fucking slow. You gotta watch a fucking animation when you open the app and shit.
Personally, with Disney Plus, I think I went to YouTube.
No, because I don't want to try to. I'm just gonna scroll through the movie to the scene. I'm gonna get it directly from the source. So when you're wrong, you can't be like, "Well, it's edited for YouTube."
I do love Kylo's lightsaber though. I think the crossguard, a little dumb, but it makes sense because he's a Skywalker. So,
crossguard not dumb. You just don't know things.
Well, it's a little dumb, but it makes sense because he's a Skywalker. The joke was that they always get their hand cut off. Second of all, I love the crackling of it. It's so fucking good. I don't know why the lore-wise. Geek will know lore-wise what Kylo's thing is like all fucky-wucky, but it's fucking dope as hell. And it stands out above all the other fucking designs.
If I recall correctly, it's because he cracked his crystal while he was bleeding it. So it's just because it's fucked up.
It?
Yeah.
What a fucking loser. Also, I love that it's pure black as like the handle. Not the handle, the whatever the fuck you call it. The hilt, I guess. That's what you call it. And instead of having like the hints of like silver or whatever, it's like literally just pure black and red. It's like the most Sith lightsaber hilt you'll ever see. Because even like Vader's was like silver and shit like that. So it was like, I like it. I think it's cool. I think it's a dope looking lightsaber. Are you having trouble listening to it? I swear to God, you hear Obi. Are you surprised I'm right?
No. So you don't hear an actual voice. There is something, but it's not actually, you cannot tell what is said or by who. You just hear something. It might not be Obi-Wan. It could be fucking Palpatine. You don't know.
Well, I'm saying it's Obi-Wan because she's a Kenobi in my heart.
You're just making shit up again. No, and it might be nothing. I don't actually know. It's weird, and I don't know how I didn't notice that. Is what's fucking me up. But like, it's not like words. It's not like use the Force, Luke, like in fucking A New Hope. It's just like
something.
It's just like a weird. It feels more dark side than it does light, with the way it's just some like unintelligible whisper. Maybe it was Palpatine. That can be my headcanon now because we find it out later. Yeah, but he can pretend. See, you do think you go the George Lucas route. You do things, and then later you do something else, and you realize you can say that you always meant to tie them together, and it works.
That's what JJ does. He's a fucking liar.
Well, there you go.
I set these things up, and
he set it up. That was Palpatine.
Yeah, no.
I have spoken.
All right, God.
No, you don't get it because you haven't watched The Mandalorian, apparently.
I watched most of season 1.
Yeah, the I have spoken guy. Every time he'd finish a sentence, it was, I have spoken.
It's also been like, when the Mando come out the first season, like 2020?
Like, at least a day ago.
I think it came out a year after Rise of Skywalker, so yeah.
Maybe. I don't remember.
Yeah.
All right.
Anyways, Force Awakens pretty fucking good.
Sure.
Just sure.
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 All right. I'm done saying sure. Fuck.
Sure.
Stop. Next week we'll be tackling the most controversial Star Wars film in existence, The Last Jedi. Which I don't know if Geek enjoyed or disliked, but he's also talked about how he's torn in the film 1,000%, 1,000 times. So
yeah,
it'll be very interesting to hear his points of time. I thought it was a masterpiece when I first saw it. It's been a while since I rewatched it, so come back to see, has our opinions shattered like they did with the Empire and the New Hope. I guess our opinions were like turned upside down with New Hope. So until then, remember to like, subscribe, rate, do whatever it is on your podcasting platform that you are listening to us on. But until then, bye bye.